Get your mittens ready because you're going to be handling this super hot green candle that's going to be coming our way, baby dolls. We have been witnessing Bitcoin continue the green monthly candle friendship, and a lot of coins are starting to resurrect. We are now beginning that Q4 period of the US election year. Remember, the median Q4 is a plus 55% move. That'll put Bitcoin at 100K. We don't know what happens at that point. There could be a mid-cycle correction next year. There could be a recession crack where everyone thinks it's over and then it fools us again. We don't know. Let's just hope that we get out of this area and we finally move up so Bitcoin can move towards that 100K dream, and then we can move on from there. Now, Bitcoin Spot ETF, friends, did $400 million of Bitcoin movement of the volume, okay? The buying is just, the pressure's huge. And what I've actually done now, friends, is shown the others BTC ratio. It has ticked up to 0.180. Wow, that is phenomenal to see. Do you remember, friends? You remember how depressed I was when I was like, it's over. We made a lower low. This is the worst thing ever. 0.157. Now we're up to 0.180. This is a weekly candle chart. We need these prints. Remember, others are the coins outside of the top 10. It's the pure risk part of the curve. It is pure risk, okay? It's pure risk versus Bitcoin. That's exactly what you want to see. And look, friends, I mean, I'm gonna have to do this again. We're gonna have to go back to that Bitcoin dominance chart that I have here just to show you what's coming next. And you're looking at it right now, friends. You have Rexyboo saying you will get the Bitcoin price that you deserve. You have Freddy Krueger, the Wall Street guy, saying, altcoins, I hate to break it to you, your coin will be worthless in 10 years. Now, look, maybe they're worthless. But for the next 10 months, you're going to wish you bought some altcoins, brother. You're going to wish that you watched just one of your friend Sommi's 3,700 videos. This is not even humanly possible, okay? I am a squirrel. I hold my own nuts. It's not humanly possible. And also, you know what people are going to be saying about these guys? They're going to be saying, how did you let a guy make 3,700 videos trying to help you, and you couldn't watch one? Huh? That's what's coming next. So, baby dolls, this confirms. History's repeating. The cycle's repeating. It's all repeating. You have to make sure as well, friends, don't forget, you have to watch. Everyone must watch my special video, which is the Ultimate Bull Market Evolution Guide. My evolution guide here, okay? This one here in red text. It's got Super Mario colors for you, the cute star. It's literally one for one. Okay, stock to flow has been thrown out. Now it's the power law model. Okay, there's no more Doge and SHIB. Now it's Pepe and with so many other things going on, friends. There's no more quantitative easing. Now it's called global liquidity. There's new meme words. It's all repeating. And this is your conviction to go through. All right, now you're going to need more conviction. You actually really got to believe, because like just in case there's like a mid-correction bear market, you're going to need more than that. But the only way to make it, friends, is actually to start. Firstly, have the vision. High price targets, of course, it's always a vision. But you also got to see it happening. We can see it. We can feel it. People are going to ask, hey, why didn't you sell your altcoins when Bitcoin was 100K? And I'm like, because you know what, brother? Because that's what bitches do. All right? That's why we're not selling. Check out Mr. Hexologist here looking at $1.49 Hex, friends. We have Hex pumping just like everything else. It's beautiful to see. Look, I'm spending so much time on Hex because I need everyone to understand that once these things move, okay, the guy you were spitting on for 3.5 years, okay, you don't promote him to like the drive-through worker guy. You don't promote him to the cash register of the McDonald's restaurant, okay? It doesn't work like that, friends. You go from peasant working in the trash cans. When these things move, they happen so fast, they now put a crown, they put it on your head, they give you a robe, and they walk you in to the village, and they hail you as king. That's how fast these things happen. It's parabolic. Nobody likes being first. Everyone wants to be second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 10th, 20th, okay? 100th. You're going to learn that the easy way or the hard way. I hope it's the easy way, friends. The market is migrating over to Hex, the better Bitcoin. And these are real numbers, by the way. You can even use this for Metcalfe's Law. Friends, Bitcoin has 320 million people. And look, I don't care who you are, bro. And what I'm going to do now, I'm going to play some heavy beats for you. All right? I don't care who you are. You listen to me, all right? I have a buy Bitcoin sign in all my pictures, okay? I love Bitcoin. I'm just going to tell you right now. You will be heavily disappointed if you genuinely think that the next 320 million people coming into crypto give a poop about decentralization. You have this all wrong. They don't care, brother. They don't care. Just like how I would tell you back in 2010 that the next 300 million people coming into the internet don't actually give a shit about social media or anything. They just want to see girls naked on their phone. Okay? That's what they want to do. And they want to pay them for it. You wouldn't even believe me. Well, this is the new wave. The new wave. Okay? People want gains. And they're going to move to where the gains are held. Now, 320 million people in Bitcoin. There's only 260,000 hex holders if you remove like that hex spam stuff at the start. I mean, it's written in the stars, friends. You only need, look, if you want hex to do a 100x from here, you need to add 2.6 million people. You know how much of a joke that is? A joke? So that's it, friends. That'll be, you want P hex at $1? There you go. You need 2.6 million people. Do you want to know what 2.6 million people does to Bitcoin? Nothing. It's got 320 million people in there. Okay. If you want Bitcoin to do a 100x from here, you have to add 3.2 billion people. You literally need to add all of China and all of India. I'm not even joking. Okay. So you can use it for Metcalfe's law. Also, shout out to Mr. T-Bird. There's a lot less than 260,000 holders, bruv. The vast majority of holders have multiple wallets. Yeah, so there's all these things out here. But also, you could also be lenient to Bitcoiners and say a lot of people just have like 2 cents in it as well. So the combined hex price, friends, hit 1.23 cents. That's right. So about 1.23 cents. And I have the chart here. Nice big fat arrows up. See, friends, this is a joke level. We shouldn't even be down here. This level is just 12 cents. That is, that's the test net for PulseChain price. Hex went up there, or euphoric. And it does nothing. That's April 2023. That's joke price. Okay. So, that 1.23 cents we're at now, multiply by 10, you get about 12 cents. I think that's a nice mark to go off, and then we can see how far we can move from there. Now, some would say it's written in the stars, baby dolls, and that's exactly what it is. I mean, this picture is perfectly encapsulated. Red candle, crying, sadness. Green candle, yay! That's pretty much it. That's every ecosystem, every altcoin. You know exactly what time it is. Now, friends, I'm going to give you some more of your friend Sommi peanut brain info. Some say wisdom. Depends, friends. Hope you've eaten your bananas today. Have a look at this. This is going to go through your mind right now. Okay, listen. Just listen carefully, friends. Bitcoin started off as a cult, all right? And you can go back to 2011. That's right, 2011. Friends, this is why I'm the highest value content in crypto. It's not even close. Not even up for debate anymore. Okay, we're going into planetary now. You see? Literally right here, friends. This is the article, The Rise and Fall of Bitcoin, and they refer here, they say, the cult of Satoshi. The cult of Satoshi. Even in this article, friends, I've covered this many times before, okay? They go through here and explain to you how every human currency by the people ends up fading. They even say that here, and they talk about how Satoshi is going to let you down in the end. And then in 2013, they did a follow-up article when he disappeared. They said, oh, you're all lost without your cult leader. That's what they're all talking about back then, okay? So where are we now? We are in a completely different world, aren't we, friends? Bitcoin was the first cult. I still call it a cult. Your friend Sommi does, of course, because it is a cult. That's what it all comes down to, friends. Those are the believers at the very, very end, okay? It doesn't matter if your tribe or your team has come last 5 years in a row. You'll have people say, I was born in Manchester. I'm going to die in Manchester. You see? Born and bred. It's in my blood. That's these types of people, friends. These diehard believers. That's like Bitcoin maxis, okay? It's the same thing. Bitcoin maxis will always say, well, everyone should have Bitcoin and no stable coins because they're all poop coins. Yeah, but is that realistic? Yeah. It's not realistic, you know what I mean? But you know, you need them there. You need them there to keep cheering for the team. Friends, we've had like an awakening, right? If you look in stock market world, if someone's shilling bags, you think they're a slimy weasel. That's what you think they are, okay? But in crypto, we respect it because you're looking at them and you're like, wow, what a hustle. Look how many hours that guy does for me. Look at Iggy Azalea mother. You're like, man, she's going to pump this bag. She's going to get the message out. I am betting on that megaphone. Don't you want to see that megaphone in action, friends? That's exactly what you want to see. That's exactly what crypto is. It's like you're betting on the mayor of a city to go around the rest of the world and just start telling everyone in the world to come buy land in your city. Isn't that exactly what you want? Like, oh, that guy. But in stock market world, they don't like that. You want to know why? Because in stock market world, the people's attention doesn't influence the fundamental of the stock. You see, in stocks, it's all about the business and the product, the cash flow and the earnings. It's not about how many people have heard about it. It's about those fundamentals of the cash flow. Like, it doesn't matter, oh, if you like Coca-Cola stock or Pepsi, it doesn't really matter. It matters how many bottles of Coke they're selling per year. You see, complete difference now. We don't live in that world now. That meme doesn't work in crypto. Maybe one day it will. Maybe when we have the whole world in, they start to price these things like boring price to earning stuff in stocks. Maybe. But for now, it doesn't price like that, okay? We don't have a link to traditional finance currency. And it makes sense why, right? Because in the real TradFi world, friends, they are inflating money from the money supply. It goes to government workers who go out into the economy and spend. And then that becomes the income of like other businesses, and then the money can circulate. In crypto, we don't have that. We have Bitcoin that's deflationary pretty much. Of course, it's inflating, but they can't just hand out more currency units. Do you see? So how people react, we're not treating our crypto like stocks. We're treating it like a commodity. We're treating it like digital land. That's what they are. Does it all make sense now? Because they can't just print it out of thin air. Because that's the whole point of being in crypto, right? For scarcity on the internet, right? So back to this, friends, as you get to see, right? Bitcoin started off as a cult. Now it's a religion. Find the next crypto religion. One of them is obvious. Hex started off as a cult, and PulseChain will be the religion. Remember, friends, just, you really got to get through that, man. You really got to get through that. The religion part is when you're like, you're so big, it's all encompassing, okay? The cult is like, this is the way. And then the religion is, yeah, you got to do a bit of tweaking. You know what I mean? You got to do a bit of leniency here. Like, oh, we can't have all the Richard Hart products. 90% core, 10% lottery. What about that, right? You know, and even if you're a staunch believer, you're like, oh, you need a bit of ETH for some gas. If in case you got to bridge out, you're like, oh, that's not 100%. That's like 99.9%. You see what I mean, friends? So we're having fun here, but there's a spectrum of these. If you are a maxi, your job is not to convince everyone in the middle to become a maxi, even though you should try, but you shouldn't be upset when they don't follow through. And if you're in the middle, your job isn't to basically convince the maxi to stop being a maxi, right? You don't do that. So I don't go around, friends. It's literally wasting your time to go to Bitcoin maxis and say, Bitcoin dominance is going down, guys. Like, there's no point here, okay? So once people are locked in their ways, they're there. You use them as a signal, okay? You use them as the bricks and mortar of the network, okay? You're not even really using it. It is a signal, though, okay? You're having a view of it. You're like, okay, how are these things operating without me? You're not trying to change people's ways. You get it? So, I mean, like, nothing comes more fitting than this Iggy Azalea picture, plus 139%. Obviously, I was picturing, making this post under her. So she's coming out here, friends. I'm telling you now, man, once you get bitten by the crypto bug, there's no going back, brother. See, they didn't get what crypto is. To them, it's just a casino of drug addicts. I'm like, you know what? It is. Okay, sweet. We'll give you that. But there's something deeper going on. We can now capture attention into a finite internet item and move it around. For the first time in human history, you can now capture attention. Okay? Now, it's not direct one-for-one, but we all know, friends, if you have a ticker of something and it's in the mind share of people's brain, people give it a value. Whether it's a scam or not, whether you shill it or not, doesn't matter. It has a base value, you see? Now, we're going to see more of these appear as the years go on, and who's going to win at the end? We'll find out. Is it going to be the meme coin celebrities? Is it going to be price to earnings maxis? We'll see. We'll see how it all plays out. But for now, that's exactly what we're seeing. We are seeing cults having like an ethos. So what's PulseChain's one? That's the thing, friends. It's not just about PulseChain being the best cult ever, okay? It's not that. It's that they know what the cult mantra is. Okay? Bitcoin, friends, is fix the money, fix the world. You get it? That's why they're top tier. Okay? It's literally the toppest of top tier. But it's 320 million people in there. Okay? You're not going to change your life with $800. Okay? Ethereum, what's even their ethos? They changed it 16 times. You see what I mean? Now, they're still going to do well, but it's different, man. It's different. What about PulseChain? Freedom of movement. Freedom of speech. You see that? Freedom to assemble. You see these mantras? Real DeFi. Trustless. These principles, they hit people to the core. How do I know that? Richard just took them from the US Constitution. I mean, it's the easiest thing ever. Like, this is why we're early, friends, because he grabbed the most core principles from the US founding fathers and he just slapped it on. He just slapped it on. If you're going to mid-curve it, people, friends, there's going to be the next wave of people come in. So as our prices go up higher, you see this plus 120, 139%. When Hex is like probably 5, 10, 15, 20 cents, the stories around there, okay, it's not going to be everyone joining on board because, okay, that'll be the top. It'll be people in disbelief. It'll be the Eric Wall types coming out and saying, you don't believe in freedom of speech. You block people and you don't believe in freedom of movement, blah, blah, blah. They're going to start saying things like that. But they're mid-curvers. They missed the point. They missed the point. Okay, that's why I'm here to tell you that is a blue ocean area. It's an island in the middle of nowhere and nobody had inhabited it. Okay, it's literally Christopher Columbus coming out, discovering US of A, and then planting everything. It's literally the exact same thing, just no one's done it before. You see? So PulseChain had many firsts, but it's not what everyone thinks, okay? Grabbing these ideas, friends, because we live in an attention economy, grabbing them and then saying, hey, this is ours now, okay? It's big. It's big. So you and I, right? We have all the freedom in the world. We could go make our own chain and take those principles, but it's probably easier you just freaking buy in yourself, okay? Because it's going to take you way too long to do the alternative. And as the bull market heats up, that's exactly what everyone else is going to be thinking. That's why we're on the winning team. Like, subscribe, bet about it all. Catch you in the next one.